Internets, this is Premium Pete, one of Brooklyn's finest, and you are now tuned in to the motherfucking Crepjunkie TV. I fuck with these London dudes, but they ain't only from London. They all over the world. Cause sneakers take you all over the world. Crepjunkie TV, don't go nowhere. Cheer. The funny story is, one time, I have so many, but the one I think of is, I can never decide what kicks to wear. Just like I can never decide what clothes to wear. It takes me so long. I swear to God, I had no disrespect to my woman, but I feel like I'm always told I'm like a girl. Because I take an outfit out and then I'll put it on and I'm like, damn, that's not what I envisioned. Get this the fuck off. One of the crazy things is H-Town Sneaker Summit about like 4 or 5 years ago. I couldn't decide what to wear. So I wound up bringing in my suitcase 12 pairs of sneakers. I was only there for 4 days. I bought 12 pairs. And on top of that, I had a box shipped with 28 pairs in a UPS box. And so this box got shipped to the hotel. So I literally, had, 40 pairs of sneakers for 4 days. And I only wore 4 pairs. I wore one each day. Because it's like kind of like when you go on vacation and you may ask somebody like, yo, what spot should I hit up to eat? You never really get a chance to fully go there because by the time, say like you guys are taping, by the time you're done taping, you're hungry. So you're gonna just go, oh, this shit looks like a burger's right here. We're gonna go here. So it's like, that happens. But maybe I wore 5. Maybe I changed it twice up because I like to switch it up. I bought 40 pairs of sneakers 4 days. I used to make a ritual out of that, man. I couldn't decide, so I would ship a box. Then I had to ship the box back. So, it was it wasn't only embarrassing, it was just funny to me because it was like, yo, and then I'm a sick kid because once I got the box, I took them out and lined them up in the hotel, like lined them against the window. So I had like rows and rows and rows. So, eventually people would come up to my hotel and chop it up with me. People knew I was in town. They're like, what the fuck is this, man? And I brought all the heaters out, like Motorsport 5s, Tokyo 5s, I brought everything out. Just because here's the thing. In anything you do, you want to stunt. But keep in mind, you want to be humble, you want to be comfortable, But I feel like you always gotta, I like to quietly show up, I feel like I like to always, I don't want to say under-promise, but I like to always over-deliver. I like to be who you expect and then give you more of that, and I think that not only in sneakers, but in life, like, that's how, you should want to be, and that's something that I try to do every day. Because life and sneakers is a work in progress, And the culture is hard, but the culture is hard, meaning, when I say the culture is hard, because mothers can't get their kids sneakers these days. The hottest sneaker, like I get calls all the time from like my aunt, like, your nephew wants the Yeezys. How do I even do this? And I'm like, don't even waste your time. Because it's hard. It's hard to get sneakers these days. Hard to get the hot sneakers. I mean, think about it. LeBron, they did change the price, but a single mother paying $250 for a pair of kicks, it's not easy. It's not easy. That's why, let me tell you something, man. When I was single, I used to give all the single moms pairs of kicks, man, for their kids. Right, right into that box, man, Both boxes, actually. No, I'm gonna play. But no, I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. It's hard. It's hard for parents these days. I remember my parents, and I'm talking about this is 25 years ago. My parents couldn't afford to buy me the Jordans, and they were like $100 at that time. And so I was working the paper route. I had to go half with them. So I worked the paper route and gave them $50, and they took me and bought it. So, I know how hard it is today too. Well, not everybody has money like that. And, I know how it is because it's like, you don't want to wear one sneaker anymore. You want to wear multiple. Wearing one sneaker is not cool. That's why it's so hard. I can't believe I have a son, man. Yo, my daughter, I've been lucky. My daughter loves sneakers sometimes, but most of the time she doesn't. I grew up, like, I'll never forget, I grew up, when growing up with my daughter, I had all the kicks for her growing up. 2, 3, 4 years old, 5 years old. I had her original Bordeaux 7s, and she never really wore them. And I told her mother, put the fucking sneakers on her. I'll never forget when we got divorced, me and her mother got divorced. I called her up, I'm like, where are the sneakers I got her? She's like, oh, I gave them to somebody down the block. I'm like, no, you don't give those. Those were originals. I take them back. Like, you know what I mean? And my daughter just loved like flats and shoes, and it's what she loved, and I support her in it. But, you know, think about it, like, you know, kids make fun of each other. I mean, one thing that's dope about sneakers, I'm speaking about friends, relationships, people that connect over sneakers, is bigger than sneakers. One thing that's really dope, really dope, is I've seen on the internet, is a dude gave another dude a pair of kicks because he was being picked on. I don't know if you've seen that. And I really thought that was dope, man. Because it's amazing how people will treat you for a pair of kicks. If those shits are whack, you know, I mean, I've seen it. I mean, I rank on people that choke their laces, so I can only imagine what people do. So it's harder than it ever was for these kids to appeal out there and be fresh, you know? And you can't buy fresh. You can buy the Yeezy, but you gotta also just be able to present it well. I mean, you can't be wearing bootcut jeans, jeans with sneakers like that, man. You know, even if they're Ralph.